So about a month ago, I made a video talking about 3 things that every CSGO player needs, but of course, if you're a CSGO player, you know that there are definitely more than 3 things that you need. So today, we're going to be counting down 3 more things that every CSGO player needs. So the first thing on my list, and something I'm surprised I didn't put in the other list, is a good headset, and this is good for 2 reasons. The first one being it gives you a mic and makes it so that you can actually communicate with your team, because if you didn't know, a very big part of CSGO is teamwork, and communication is a big part of teamwork. So having a mic is a very important part of CSGO, and pretty much every headset comes with a mic. The second part being that you'll be able to listen to footsteps, ambient sound, and pretty much just anything going on in the game, because CSGO, once again, is a very audio heavy focused game. If you're not playing with a headset at all, or if you're playing with a headset that isn't very good, then you're probably putting yourself at a huge disadvantage. I know multiple people who play the game with earbuds, and that isn't really the way you would like to play the game. Playing the game is very important when it comes to audio, because audio makes it so that you can pretty much hear everything around you, and the better your headset is, the more crisp and clear everything coming through is, and it could be the difference between some guy sneaking up behind you and killing you, or you turning around and taking him out. The headset that I recommend is the one that I use, and I really can't recommend any other headset because, you know, this is the one that I actually use, and it's the Sennheiser PC363Ds. These come around $200 on Amazon, and I know that's fairly expensive, but trust me, it is well worth the investment if you do have the money. You can of course go out and you can buy definitely a cheaper headset, but you know, if you want quality and you want the best headset, in my opinion, for the price, the Sennheiser PC363Ds are definitely what I recommend. But once again, just getting a headset in general is something that you want to do. If you don't want to spend $200, you can probably spend even $50 and find something that is fairly good quality. Just check out the reviews on Amazon and just do some research and you'll probably find a good headset. But definitely, if you're playing CSGO, a good to decent headset is something that you definitely need. The second thing on my list is something that a lot of people don't really think about too often, and is something that is definitely very important to CSGO, and that would be good internet. So if you don't have good internet now, I'm sure you probably know why having good internet is a big deal. If you don't have good internet, you're going to be lagging all over the place, and that can be very frustrating in an online game like CSGO, especially with a game that is so competitive. It can be very frustrating to be running around a corner only to find yourself rubber banding, and then, you know, you end up dying and you really have no clue why. Good internet is definitely very important, and if anything, having reliable internet is also very important, because it seems like every other game I run into, some guy is lagging his fucking balls off and he ends up lagging out of the game, and it ends up leading to a 4v5. Good internet is definitely very important to CSGO, and I think it's something that a lot of people overlook. The only unfortunate part of this thing is that it might not be so easy to go out and get good internet, because as a lot of you know, at least here in America, they love to run a monopoly and they love to run rackets pretty much, and it makes it very difficult sometimes to get at least even half decent fucking internet. The next thing on my list isn't going to be a physical item. It's not going to be all materialism, and you know, we're getting super deep on this channel. But the last thing on my list is going to be patience, and I believe this is something that every CSGO player needs. CSGO is a very, and I mean very, frustrating game, and it's very easy to get into the game and want to quit after only a few hours. But patience is something that I feel like every great CSGO player has, and something that almost every CSGO player needs. The game can be very frustrating, it can be very annoying, but the drive to get back into the game and the patience to, you know, sit there and grind it out and actually get better is something that a lot of people need and not too many people have right now. I know a lot of friends personally who end up quitting the game because they're not that good and they, you know, pretty much just suck ass. But having patience and just sticking something out is very important, especially in the case of CSGO. It can take thousands and thousands of hours to get good, but when you do, it's definitely well worth all that time put in. I feel like with most games nowadays, none of them are really punishing enough, and it's led to a lot of gamers just feeling entitled to being good at something instantly, and I feel like games like Call of Duty are to blame for that. But that is a topic for a completely another video. But like I said, patience is definitely something that a lot of you guys should have, and it's definitely something that you should try getting if you don't have, because, you know, patience in CSGO is definitely key, and it's definitely something that will probably help you out in life later if you do, you know, actually gain some patience. But if you're like me and you're impatient, then, you know, I guess you're kind of fucked. But thank you guys for watching this video. If you did enjoy it, be sure to smack the like button. And if you dislike this video for some odd reason, how about you hit that dislike button? And if you are new, how about you subscribe? But yeah, guys, this has been The Chosen One Inc. Thank you guys for watching. And as always, peace out.